And that means it's time for our STEM Ambassadors of the Week. Our opportunity each week to shine the spotlight on girls and women doing great things in STEM. We have a trio here and a whole host of people over there. We're going to introduce you to everybody. First of all, we have Savannah Freeman, who's a senior over at Hathaway Brown. We also have Corin Manning, who's a senior at Shaker Heights, and Dr. Pat Ackerman, who's the founder of a group that is called Indeed We Code. And I think this is a really cool group to shine the spotlight on. Savannah, you're a founding member of this group. What is Indeed We Code?
Indeed We Code is a coding camp for African American girls, well, now ranging from middle school to high school, and it teaches us basic HTML skills, JavaScript, and also introduces us to African American women in the STEM field.
Now, you have a future in audio engineering, I understand.
Yes.
So coding plays into that. How?
Well, in audio engineering, you have to basically code sound, lights, basically that. In, not HTML, but other languages.
Okay, and speaking of languages, Corin Manning, you have a future that you are hoping to get into software engineering, I understand. So tell us about the process of coding, because it's literally, to me, it's a foreign language. Is that kind of what it is? It's a totally different language?
It is English, but it is a kind of a foreign language to most people, but it's easy to learn, especially after you learn one language. It's easy to learn others. So very similar.
And we have girls who are actually doing some coding over there, and these girls are joining us. There's a whole group here: Bedford City Schools, Brooklyn City Schools, Cleveland Metropolitan Schools, Hathaway Brown, Hawkins, Shaker Heights, and Solon Schools, all involved in this organization. And the moms you see there on the left, that's kind of the big force behind the push that a lot of these girls need to keep going forward. Dr. Pat Ackerman, you can talk a little bit about that, because not only women in computer engineering and coding fields, but specifically African American women in these fields. This is one that really needs a good push of diversity.
Absolutely. African American women are the least represented in IT. And so a program like Indeed We Code gives the opportunity for awareness and then involvement. Our program is built around 3 words. Those words are illumination, imagination, and innovation.
Cool.
We believe they should see the possible.
Aha! We've heard that too from time to time.
And if they can see the possible, then they can dream the invisible. And if they can dream the invisible, they ought to be able to create the tangible. And that's what Indeed We Code gives them an opportunity to do.
That's fantastic. Now, you had a 35-year career in K-12 education. How important is it to get this going earlier rather than later?
It is essential in Ohio that digital literacy become a graduation requirement, so that from grade K, students are exposed to those computer science skills that they need in order to be prepared for the jobs of today, not the jobs of tomorrow, the jobs of today.
Okay, so Corin, I ask you, what is the hardest thing you've had to code so far?
The hardest thing I've had to code, I would say, is actually the Indeed We Code website, just because working with a lot of different people and getting to know all the languages that I need, like JavaScript and C++, possibly C#, that I might need just to get all those things done.
It's fantastic. And you're carrying a full load at school. You're doing the same thing, Savannah. How hard is it to juggle, you know, learning coding and being involved in this group, all of the schoolwork, all the extracurricular activities? How hard is it to juggle all of that?
It's difficult at times, to be honest, but I feel since freshman year I've been doing all this juggling coding, extracurricular activities, school, and now I'm pretty seasoned at it.
Well, you guys are doing amazing things, and I can't thank you enough for being STEM ambassadors with us this week. It's so amazing to put faces to some of these organizations that are doing great things in Northeast Ohio. So thanks to you, Pat, for wrangling everybody and getting them in here. We have like 17 or 19 people in-house, including Cynthia Calhoun from NASA. Big shout out, because she is a huge proponent of diversity in the sciences and in technology and engineering and math. And I don't think there's anybody better for that position.
She's our head cheerleader.
She is a cheerleader for sure. Well, she's one of my good friends too, and she always asks me about the weather. so I suppose I should do that because otherwise, there she is. Got you, Cynthia. We of course do need to talk about that weather because it does look like this weekend we have chances for some rain that will be sneaking into our forecast.